Neverness to Everness, a game made by Hotta Studios, the same developers for Tower of Fantasy, is making a new RPG open world game, and I gotta say, you should be hyped for this new game whenever there's a new release for this game. Man, I'm gonna tell you, this game is gonna be really amazing, as I've already broken down most of everything in this trailer, which we're gonna be talking over. So hey, let's go ahead and get right into this trailer here. So as we first can see here, which I'm going to let the video play out, don't worry, we are able to hold up to like 4 characters in the game for the combat system here. And plus, it seems like we already got an in-game camera system for what we can see. So I do hope they have made it where they also kind of improved on where we could also free roam with the camera as well. So yeah, we can also see here that the characters look great as well. Now, the one thing I do want to say is the open world looks really amazing. It looks really vibrant. It looks saturated. I kind of like it here. So yeah, but don't worry, you're going to see way more than just this part right here. As we see here, we can also enter other buildings as well. I'm not too sure what this whole exact area is as a whole, but I do think there's like a shop area around this area here, if I remember. So yeah. Got a little bit of free roam around here. Got like a robot dog on the chair, which is kind of funny to me. So yeah, another thing I did want to talk about is you can see so many buildings. Right here, I'm going to actually pause. You can see so many buildings. We just seen the building earlier where the player just kind of passed by, or the developer passed by, where this like little shop area, if we go back here, right? This shop area right here next to where the player ran by was actually, you was actually able to go in there if you truly wanted to. Now, I'm not too exactly sure. Yeah, right here. So I'm not too exactly sure if there's going to be anything unique or special in that area, but there were just, when I was watching this trailer here, there were just so many areas in this whole entire game where you were able to really just explore and also see if you wanted to just go in there as well. So I think this game has already kind of nailed the little fact where you should be able to, you know, explore a bit more for an open world game. As you see, there's just like so many civilians as well. See, we got like a little mini shop right there as well, I believe, or just an NPC right there you can interact with. And yeah, now see, we got another area. I think this is like a little arcade area, but you see NPCs are in there, so you probably will be also able to go inside that area as well, which is going to be really awesome and really cool to see. So the open world for this game is already looking great by far. If we break it down, you can already enter buildings. We already see how vibrant and saturated the world is and how lively the world is. So it's going to be you're going to feel very immersed when you're playing the open world game for this game here, which Tower of Fantasy Developers, you did a wonderful job at this by far. See, here we got this like little down here little area around this area, little alleyway. Everything looks really cool, by the way. This, like, if you ever play Sleeping Dogs, this is what it reminds me of. We see here there's another area you can enter. There was like a unique NPC right there, which I am very curious to see. Like right there, blue pants. I'm actually quite interested to see if we can even talk to her, but probably not. Who knows? But we got this like little ramen shop here. Order some food. So right here, I believe that these are going to be like attack buffs. These foods are going to be giving you some in-game buffs as well. I know a lot of you guys don't like using food buff, but why not utilize the things that you can just to make your character even more broken than what they could originally be, right? Which is going to be really cool to just come to this shop every now and then. I do believe maybe this shop will like reset every so many days, so whoever know. But yeah, see here, got some food. I can't read Chinese or whatever, so unfortunately I cannot translate that. Got little cars going in the back. I already feel immersed just by watching this gameplay here. It feels like I'm genuinely playing the game right now. That's how immersed the open world feels right now. Little train section going by. Going down this alleyway here. And I got another little area right there. Another area you can enter right here. That's what I said earlier. There are just so many areas in this game that you could just be able to explore, which is really cool. Now here is where I'm actually quite interested to really want to talk to you guys about. So I think the combat in this game, every time you engage in combat, correct, you're going to be put off in an enclosed area or an enclosed stage area until you get from point A all the way to like point B, where you beat the final boss of that certain area. So I don't think there's going to be a time or place where you're going to attack enemies in the open world and the NPCs, like, you know, the civilians are going to be around there, the game is going to shut you off in an enclosed area. That is what I believe. We see here, we can see how good the quality and the style of this game looks amazing. By the way, I do apologize. This trailer here, for some reason, I put it at 1080p. It still looks kind of like it's in 720p, unfortunately. But the quality and the style of this game do looks great. As we see here, this is gonna be like the little mini boss fight area, as I seen earlier. Finding the vending machine with arms is kind of still crazy to me. Got a trash can. See here, we get to see the characters like in action, and it's really cool. So yes, we're only gonna be able to hold up to 2 movesets. You're gonna have your skill and ultimate and nothing more. But I do see something down at the bottom next to your HP gauge bar at the bottom. As you see down at the bottom, if I pause the video, there's like something down at the bottom where you could add there. I think it could be just like a food buff you could probably put there, and you could just like press R to eat at any time in the middle of the combat just to activate your food buff instead of pausing the game and go to your inventory. I think that is what that is, but we would just have to see whenever they do a trailer and talk more about the game, or when the game released, just to see. And after you defeat the first little wave of enemies, they keep dragging you more, and this is where it get interesting. This is where I like the unique and creativity about this game, because this whole little area right here look like it just turned into a horror game for some reason, which looks really awesome to me. And this area is just so beautiful. It reminds me of doing the Depth of the Luciferin with not Tower Fencer, but with Weathering Ways, where you got the red grass area. This is what that reminds me of. So I wonder if this little area could have been possibly like an in-game area. We just did not know, but it'll be quite interesting to see. Which this area looks really cool. I'm quite interested to see what type of rewards we get when we are doing like stuff like this, or this is just like a open world in-game encounter or a random event that happens when you're just exploring the open world. Which, by the way, this character right here, the Lolly character, looks really cool. Here, pop the ultimate, looks really amazing. Not that many enemies you're gonna be fighting, so I do believe that, to me, that the combat in this game, which I cannot wait to get her, bro. I think my favorite character in this game is the chick with the black jacket, but I cannot wait to see, because I think this game is going to be very casual. I don't think it's going to be anything too special when it comes to combat. So I wouldn't worry if you're going to be like, oh, it's going to be like Weathering Ways, where the combat is going to feel like it's going to be for like pros or something. Don't worry. I feel like this game is going to be very casual, where everybody's going to be able to pick up. As you see, once you beat that certain area or that enclosed area, after you defeat all the bosses and enemy, the open world, it just goes back to normal. Everything just goes back to normal, which that's why I believe every time you engage in combat, you're going to be put in an enclosed area. Now this leads up to our next part here, which we'll talk about. So we got cars in this game. You're able to drive around. I do not know if you're going to be able to run over civilians or NPCs, so I do not know if there's a crime system in game, but I do truly hope there is a in-game crime system. You can also see there's taxis around, so I do hope we could also be able to call taxis if we're not able to rob NPC cars or go, you know, just rob a car, whatever. So I do hope we'll be able to, like, the taxi will be able to transport us around the map, which would be really awesome to see. And there's also an in-game radio as well, which is really cool. They also got the name of the song at the top, so if you ever want to just like, oh man, this song sounds cool in game, you want to listen to it on YouTube or Spotify, boom, there you go, it's just there. That which I found really cool. So they have thought far about this. And you can also break items and everything in this game as well when driving around. This person sucks at driving, by the way. So here is a, pretty much this shop area is a car shop. So you're able to customize your car anytime, and I think you might be able to buy cars here as well. I think. Yeah, so you'd be able to buy cars, so this could just be your garage area and just customize your car or whatever. So yeah. Also, another breakdown here, you could also see cars have stats as well. So what I believe is, I'm quite curious to why cars need stats. So I wonder if there's going to be ever a point in time where like maybe you're driving by an area or something and enemies could like break your car or something. So I'm quite interested to see, because I think cars might play another big role in this game if cars for some reason have stats in this game, which is going to be quite interesting to see. Customize your bumper, customize the back of your car. If you're a car lover, I had somebody on Twitter say, bro, I cannot wait for this game because they was happy to see cars in this game customizable because they're a huge car fan. If you're a car fan, you're probably definitely gonna love this game. It's like, what, this is like a Porsche or something. So yeah, there you go. There's a taxi as well right there. So yeah, you can see how cool this car looks, by the way. If I ever get in a game, of course I'm gonna be customizing my car pink every time I get into the game, without a doubt. So yeah, see here, hop into your car. Boom, just drive around. There's also a bike right there. I would have rode a bike personally, but hey, is what it is. So yeah, quite interesting enough. I think this person. Oh, I wanted to kind of see here if they was able to drive up the stairs with the car, but I'm not too sure. This area here, I think this is where you're gonna be able to buy apartments, if I remember correctly. And apartments is where you're gonna be able to do your night and day cycle system. So whenever you go to your home in game, yes, you have an in-game home system. You're gonna go to your home, your apartment, and just sleep there, do your night and day cycle system whenever you need to. So if there's ever a quest in game where you'd be like, oh, you got to do this at like 12 p.m. or something, now you have to drive all the way back home or go home and just sleep or something till it's 12 p.m. in game, which I found really cool. So I definitely think this game, open world by far, is already looking great. So I cannot wait for this game to release. See, here it gets off. This is gonna be where I'm pretty sure his home area is at. As you can also see at the top left of the screen, it's an apartment area, and there was like a couple of areas where it have the same logo. So I think these are areas where you're able to like go here and probably sleep. If I remember correctly, I think this is where the home areas are at. So got an in-game elevator system. I think this just instantly take you up. I think it was like a cutscene here, I believe. No, okay, so you just go up. Okay, so yeah. See here, just see how beautiful the world is. It looks really amazing. Now I do not know what this person is right here. It could be just the butler of the area. So I guess every time when you go home, he's just gonna always be there and just guide you around the area of the little apartment here. So I'm not too sure. But as we can see here, the in-game apartment here looks quite amazing as well. So they really did a lot. They put so much effort into this game. I cannot wait. Got like the little teddy bears on the shelf here, which looks really cool. Got a little view area of the city here. Oh, it kind of reminds me. This character look like Kiana from Honkai Impact. That's what I was trying to think of, like, for this whole entire video. I was just thinking this character looks really, really familiar to me. I got a little bridge area. I wonder if this game gonna have more like content, like in the future they're gonna add more like regions or something. Because when he was looking at that area, it looked like there was just nothing over there. Like it just kind of cuts off from there. So I'm kind of interested to see if they're going to add more in-game areas or not. Who knows what they're going to do with this game. So that is one answer to your guys' question. If you was wondering, I don't know myself if they're going to add more in-game content or not, or more like maps or regions to this game. So I just do not know what they're going to do. But for the most part, the city, the map do look quite big for what it is. Like when I mean big, I mean like you're able to explore so many you're able to explore inside buildings. It's huge, bro. So it might look like it might not be too huge, but I promise you, the game looks huge for what it is. You're also able to run up walls. You're gonna have gliders in the game, so the movement in this game is already by far looking great. You're able to ride cars. You're able to glide around. You're able to run up walls. I don't know if running up walls is just a specific character thing. I don't know if it's just specific to this character that this person is using, but at least you're able to run up walls. So it's a confirmation. So yeah, movement in this game is pretty smooth by far. And you also got your hard heavy attack, which he done, which is your ground attack. And yeah, a little run around the city here, but you can see here that this game is going to be on Unreal Engine 5, so that's why the quality of this game looks really amazing. Despite me, like I said earlier, the trailer of this video is in like 1080p, and for some reason it's like on 720p quality for some reason, which I don't want to lie to you guys. I literally got this at 1080p quality. It looks still kind of off here, unfortunately. Now, I'm quite interested to see on how engaging in combat work, because this last part of the bit of the video here, if we skip ahead, right, to somewhere roughly around this section here. So around here, it looked like you're probably not going to engage in no combat, but as soon as he entered this area here, there's like an enemy that you're going to have to start chasing after, which I think this is like a specific open world boss probably. I don't know if this is a quest specific thing. We can't tell because there's no like quest mission on the side or anything. So we can definitely tell that we're not seeing the full UI or HUD or whatever of the whole entire game at the moment. So there, as it says at the bottom, work in progress too, but we're not seeing everything at the moment like we should be. But yeah, then we got this little transition here. And like I said earlier, when I was talking about combat, you're like shut off in this enclosed area. So this looked like a boss area here, which we're probably gonna have to fight this boss at some point in game here. And it just destroys our car, which you gotta pay for, I'm gonna be honest. And hey, that's Neverness to Everness. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. Let me know if you guys are gonna be playing this game. I for sure know I'm going to be playing this game. This game looks quite amazing. Quality looks good. You're able to own apartments, able to customize your own car. The whole entire game looks amazing. I think Tower Fantasy Hotta Studios have redeemed their sales with this game, and I absolutely cannot wait to get my hands on this whenever they release it. I hope it releases this year. But hey, let me know if you guys gonna be playing this game. I know I will, and I'll see you guys in another video soon.